Sexual abuse is no joke.
No joke.
Sexual harassment isn't love.
It's not love,
lust,
or attraction.
Sexual abuse is not attraction.
it's not random.
It's done on purpose.
Sexual abuse is used to establish power and control.
Sexual abuse is never
Never okay.
You don't deserve to be harassed.
Or abused.
Don't become a victim.
Listen up.
Listen up.
Hey, listen up.
Find out.
Find out.
Find out.
Here's how you can protect yourself.
The Prison Rape Elimination Act, or PREA, is a federal law designed to protect residents in detention and correctional facilities from sexual abuse and sexual harassment.
What is prohibited under PREA? Sexual abuse or harassment by staff against residents, by residents against residents, or any retaliation for reporting.
All detention centers in the state of Idaho and the Idaho Department of Juvenile Corrections have zero-tolerance policies when it comes to sexual abuse and harassment.
You are being educated about sexual abuse and harassment to help you avoid becoming a victim. During this training, you will learn your rights and responsibilities, how you should respond to protect yourself,
The definitions of sexual abuse and harassment, how to report assault and harassment, and what the agency will do after you report an incident.
You have the right to be free from sexual assault or harassment, as well as freedom from retaliation for reporting it.
So, what is sexual abuse and harassment? Pay attention. You need to know this.
Sexual abuse involves touching or trying to touch another person on certain parts of their body. Touching anyone on their breast, genitals, inner thigh, anus, or buttocks is never allowed, whether on top of or under clothing.
Sexual harassment is when a person makes repeated and unwanted sexual advances, comments, or gestures to another person.
Hey, baby. Hey, come here. You want to get some of this?
Yeah, I think she wants it.
Why would anyone hurt someone else by committing sexual abuse? Listen up and learn.
Sexual abuse is an act of violence. It is not love, lust, or attraction. Sexual abuse is used to establish power and control and to maintain dominance.
Sexual abuse can be committed by staff to resident. It is illegal for staff to have sexual contact with a resident in a juvenile detention center or juvenile correctional facility. This is never allowed.
Resident to resident. Sexual contact between residents in a juvenile detention center or juvenile correctional facility is against the rules, policy, and state law.
If you have knowledge of sexual abuse or harassment, report it.
Watch out for these prohibited behaviors.
Hey, come on, let's get going.
No touching on the anus or buttocks.
You're so cute, I could just pinch you.
No touching the breasts.
Come on. Nobody else will see us.
No touching the inner thigh.
Sexual abuse is never okay. So how can you protect yourself? Here are some tips. Be aware of your personal boundaries. Avoid situations that make you uncomfortable.
Be aware of special attention someone is giving to you and report it. Don't borrow or loan anything. Don't give favors or allow others to give favors to you.
If you have knowledge or suspicion that sexual abuse or sexual harassment is occurring, has occurred, or will occur, report it to someone you trust so it can be stopped.
Remember, it's better to report your knowledge or suspicion of sexual abuse or harassment and be wrong about it than to not report it and be right.
Here are some situations that you should avoid.
Hey, you want my dessert? Take it. You can just owe me one.
Don't give or take favors.
Hey, do you want some extra time out of your room tonight? I'll let you out after everyone goes to bed. Just don't tell anyone.
Be aware of special attention and report it.
Hey, I gave you my snack last week. You owe me.
Don't borrow or loan anything.
If you tell, you'll be in just as much trouble as me.
Always report any incident of abuse.
Here's how you can help prevent sexual abuse and harassment.
If you think you've been sexually abused or harassed, the best thing to do is report it.
There are many ways to report. You may remain anonymous. You may report to staff and people you trust, or to outside agencies or individuals. Here are some examples.
Report to a teacher.
Hi, do you have a minute? I need to tell you about something that happened.
Sure, have a seat and let's talk about it.
Report to a staff member you trust.
Can you help me report a problem? Someone touched me.
Yes, absolutely. I'm here to help. Are you okay?
Report to a clinician.
He didn't touch me, but the way he talked to me really bothered me.
It's good that you're reporting it. Tell me what happened.
File a written grievance. Call the external reporting agency's phone number that is listed at your facility.
Hello, may I take your report? Yes, I need to report a case of sexual abuse.
Tell your probation officer.
Okay, I'll help you file a report. Can you tell me when this occurred?
Yeah, it happened this morning in class.
Tell your parent or guardian.
Mom, I don't know what to do. It made me feel so uncomfortable.
I know what to do. We need to report this. I'll help you.
Tell someone you trust.
Hey, what would you do if someone touched you in the wrong place?
Dude, I'd report it. There are a lot of ways you can do that. Do you need some help?
All of these methods are available to you to report an incident of sexual abuse or harassment.
But remember, while in detention, it is not appropriate for you to share private information or talk about sexual issues with your peers.
Here's what not to do.
After an incident of sexual abuse, do not be silent. We cannot protect you or others from sexual abuse if you don't report it.
If you are sexually abused, do not change clothes, shower, brush your teeth, eat, drink, or use the restroom, as this may destroy valuable evidence.
So, what happens next?
Once you report sexual abuse, the person or persons who allegedly abused or harassed you will be separated from you. You will receive medical care and counseling if needed.
Staff will write down your reported information and forward it to the director. An investigation will start immediately. It's our facility's policy to investigate all reports of sexual abuse and sexual harassment.
The report will be kept as confidential as possible. Only those who need to know will be informed. During the investigation, the investigator will review your report and any other available information. Residents and staff may be interviewed.
Steps will be taken to prevent the problem from occurring again. The prosecuting attorney may decide to file criminal charges.
Here are some things you should keep in mind.
Reporting sexual abuse is a serious charge. All reports are taken seriously. Retaliation for reporting sexual abuse or harassment is not tolerated.
You will be protected if you cooperate with an investigation. Anyone found to have committed an act of sexual abuse or harassment will face sanctions and possible criminal charges.
Anyone found to have filed a knowingly false report of sexual abuse or harassment may also face sanctions and possible criminal charges.
Okay, it's time to review the facts. This is important.
In conclusion, let's review some facts about sexual abuse. Sexual abuse is not random.
Sexual abuse is done on purpose. Sexual abuse is not related to a person's sexual orientation, whether they are gay or straight.
And finally, always remember, this facility has a zero-tolerance policy towards sexual abuse and sexual harassment.
Zero.
Zero.
Zero tolerance.
That means no one gets abused, including you.
Zero.
Zero tolerance.